Yes, I do count this as a horror movie. Yes, this is a movie that is a classic. And yes, this movie is perfect.
Thank you, Clarice. Thank you.
Released in 1991, this movie is one of the rare few movies to win the Big Five of the Academy Awards: picture, actor, actress, director, and screenplay. And if you ask me, all of those awards are 100% deserving to this movie, because The Silence of the Lambs is not just one of the best horror movies ever made. It is seriously one of the greatest movies ever made. And I think anyone that has not seen this movie must watch it, especially during the Halloween season, because a lot of people are going to say this is a thriller, it's a cop thriller, it's a detective mystery movie. I don't see how this is not categorized in horror, especially because of Hannibal Lecter. I mean, come on. He is on every single horror icon picture of a montage you can think of, and it's because of this performance. Anthony Hopkins. I don't know where to begin. I don't know what to say that what's already been said. For crying out loud, everyone, think about this for a second. I want you to think about this. All these movies that come out and win Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actor, it don't matter. They win awards. Anthony Hopkins won Best Actor, you know, the big one, Best Actor, for being in the movie less than 20 minutes. And the movie is 2 hours long, and he's in it then for less than 20 minutes. That is insanity. Truly, he probably should have been nominated for supporting actor, but he was so damn good that his less than 20 minutes performance gave him Best Actor. And the scene with him and Clarice, when they first meet, it is truly an art, and it should be studied, of how the editing, the music, the performance, the framing, when they first meet, it's iconic. Everything he's saying, his eyes, his movement, his lips, Anthony Hopkins is perfect. He deserves to be talked about as one of the best psychopathic performances ever. And that's just that scene. Then you gotta talk about the scene of him breaking out. You gotta talk about the scene of him in the cage talking to Clarice for only a second time in this movie. His scenes are impeccable. They are amazing to watch. Sir Anthony Hopkins, sorry, is a masterclass in this movie. And don't get me wrong, I will talk about Jodie Foster as Clarice, because Jodie Foster 1000% is standing her ground and deserves Best Actress. Because you think about this movie, you look at it and so she's the female cop. She's actually a student. She's going after a completely different killer, Buffalo Bill, which, yes, he's been made fun of in all of media today's outlets. But Jodie Foster's character as Clarice is a badass. She's a smart little cookie. Seriously, this entire movie, everyone is either getting tricked by Buffalo Bill or, you know, Hannibal Lecter, because what he's doing throughout the entire movie, being in a jail cell at all times. They are smarter than everyone. These two performers are amazing. And when they're in the scenes together, the two scenes that we get, it's masterclass. Jodie Foster is amazing. This is her defining role. When I think of Jodie Foster, I think of this movie. Ted Levine as Buffalo Bill is honestly iconic from itself. I mean, seriously, you have these two powerhouses, but we always forget about Ted Levine because he is just great. He is disturbing as Buffalo Bill. I mean, the famous scene of this girl being in a well and him giving her lotion. It puts the lotion in the basket. It puts the lotion in the basket. I mean, it is downright just creepy. And again, I'm just talking about the performances. I even got to more about the cinematography, the production design, the costuming. I mean, my God, the directing. I mean, there's a reason why this is an Oscar-winning director, because this movie looks amazing. The pacing of the movie. Some people think it's a boring crime thriller. No! This movie has a great pace to it. It's always keeping you interested. You are learning more and more about this case throughout the entire movie. And then when you find out the reveal, what Buffalo Bill is actually doing to his victims and their skin. It's just insane. And for this movie to come out in the early 90s and win Best Picture is crazy. It won Best Picture. This movie is a classic. I mean, the music, like everything. Like I said, Anthony Hopkins, Jodie Foster, master classes. I'm repeating what everyone has said, and truly all I can say is, growing up, I never wanted to watch this movie because it was a movie that I saw as boring. When I grew up and finally watched it and sat down, I learned this movie is something I want to study. This is something I want to learn off of. And watching it tonight, yes, there's very disturbing, creepy vibes. It might not be your scary horror movie for the whole month, but this is a movie you should watch 1000%. I'm going to give The Silence of the Lambs an A+. I mean, did you really think I was going to give this movie any type of grade besides an A+? I mean, this is one of the greatest movies ever made. Please go see it. If you have not watched this movie, please watch it. That's why I didn't get really into deep spoilers, because I feel like a lot of people who watch my channel have not seen this movie. And if you haven't, go watch The Silence of the Lambs. It's a masterclass. Everything about this movie is just perfect. And if you guys enjoyed this movie review, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone.